So please all join me in thanking, again, these impressive young people and the 650 plus student athletes at Duke they represent. So Duke is a place where learning takes place far beyond the formal classroom. The Duke student athletes are exposed to great teachers every day, faculty, coaches, players who they work with and they practice with and they play with in games. And you know, the interesting thing is, as much as our alumni enjoy, and in fact the staff and those of us enjoy watching these young people compete, call that enjoyment, and I watch people how they enthusiastically support these people. The reality is that's not why Duke does athletics. And it took me, in the spirit of transparency, it took me a lot of years to really realize that. And thanks to Kevin White, who pointed it out in just a casual conversation. The reality is that athletics at Duke is simply a medium. It's a tool. It's a way to communicate and teach those characteristics that we believe best position all these young people to do something far beyond, to do something and make an impact beyond and when they leave here. Characteristics that will help them succeed no matter what they choose to do in life. And we don't talk about that. We don't hear about that in media today. But let me give you some examples of the characteristics for which I speak. And by the way, these are not personality traits that people are just given. They are taught and they are learned. 1, ambition. Not doubt or fear of failure. Have the courage to move forward. 2, be a doer. Take action. And don't procrastinate. Getting to it someday seldom, if ever, works. Self-discipline, getting yourself to do something that at least a part of you does not want to do. Number 4, persistence. The world is full of educated failures. 5, do not pout, but learn from mistakes. Failure can be a great teacher. 6, accept responsibility. Do not blame the media. Do not blame government. Do not blame, especially your parents, for your mistakes or failures. And 7, develop and cultivate a can-do attitude. Day in and day out, a positive mental attitude will attract others to you. That's what you'll learn. These are the characteristics that are taught, embraced, cultivated, and nurtured with each one of these young student athletes who wear Duke on their chests. These are the characteristics that will provide each with the greatest chance of success no matter what they choose to do and wherever they choose to make an impact. And these are the characteristics that each one of these student athletes is exposed to because of the support of those who give financially to Duke. These are the future leaders of a future world, and Duke Athletics, with your support, the medium through which we will nurture these student athletes of today, tomorrow, and with your continued help for generations to come. For the future is all theirs. Let's go Duke. Thanks for coming.